Hey y'all. Ooh, I need to put my hat on. Y'all see that hair curling up right there? That means I need a haircut. I went to the doctor this afternoon because I know last night I told you I wasn't feeling well, and to find out what was going on. And I got there about 2:40 because I wanted to get there before school got out, just in case there were kids needing to see the walk-in clinic. Um, we got called back about 3 o'clock. Um, So they took me back. I was trying to count up how long I was there. They took me back, and well, no, I got there about 2:40, and about 2:50 they were calling me to the back. I got called back really quick. I was surprised. Put in a room. The nurse come in with me. She done my I can't. My mind just went blank. I know what it's called, but I cannot assessment. She come in to do my assessment. Um, she said they'd be right with me, and she went out. Y'all, I know the guy that's the nurse practitioner. I went in there and I sat down. She left out, and about an hour and a half passed. And the guy from radiology come in to get me because this walk-in clinic does X-rays and labs and all that stuff on site. So he took me back and he done an X-ray of my chest, and then he done one from the side. Which I don't know why they did that because I wasn't complaining of any chest pain or being congested or anything. I know it all goes to the Benjamins. Um, So I went back in the room. I sat there about another 30 minutes, and then the nurse practitioner come in. Like I said, I know him. He come in. He was just casual, and he just come in and sit down with me. And he said, "Well," and I said, "Please don't tell me it's the flu or strep throat," because the girl come back in that assessed me and put me in the room. She came back in and swabbed me, and I knew good and well it didn't take 2 hours to find out results for flu swabs. I think it's like 10 or 15 minutes. Anyway, he tells me, no, you're negative for that. He said it sounds like you're having sinus issues, which that's what I thought because I think I told y'all last night. So anyway, that's what it was. It was sinuses, and they gave me some medicine. They gave me they gave me a shot in the boo boo. Um, they gave me a prescription for some cough medicine and for antibiotic. So, before we get into Amber Lynn's video she dropped this afternoon, we need to talk about some gossip. Well, it ain't really gossip, it's drama. Why is this not working? There we go. We're going to talk about some drama. And I'm sure most of y'all are well aware of the fact that this porn star has come after Amber Lynn telling her she needed to change her name. And today, Amber Lynn's name suddenly is now Amber Reid. It's no longer Amberlynn Reid. But Amberlynn's name was written in one word, Amberlynn, or one name, Amberlynn. This porn star is Amber Lynn. And I don't see how somebody can do a trademark on a name or whatever she's claiming. Does that mean I could do something to everybody named Kevin because they're using the word or the name Kevin? I don't see where she can make somebody change their name just because she doesn't like being um, accidentally tagged on YouTube. I mean, on Twitter or whatever. Um, and there was a picture in one of the groups that I'm in. I'm gonna share this with y'all. I don't guess. Well, can I move it? Let me see. I can't move it. Damn it. Let me shrink my picture. There you go. Somebody made this. I'm assuming that's the porn star's body. I do not know. I have no idea. But as y'all can see, that's not a porn star's face. That's Amberlynn Reid. But anyway, moving on down the line. I'm sorry, this is moving. I got it balanced on the end of this, or on this chair arm. I got Miss Molly over here beside me. She's chilling and laying out, sleeping. Um, I have not watched this. I don't know what all it's gonna be. Ooh, excuse me. It says weigh in March 11th, 2020. Let's jump right into this.
Hey guys, so
Well, hey, Porcarina. I hope you're going to share with us why you changed your name in this video because I've not watched it and I haven't seen anybody say anything about it, so I want to know.
welcome to Wednesday weigh-in. So I'm actually going to do my weigh-ins a little bit differently than
It is Wednesday. Wednesday weigh in. Well, let's get to it.
I feel like most people do them. But before we get on to all that, I know I look super flushed. I talk about it in my vlog that comes out on Monday, kind of what I'm dealing with right now. I know some people it's going to be like trivial, but
Girl, it ain't just your face looks blushed or whatever you said. Your hair is nasty ass. Nasty. Your hair is so greasy that it's pure weighted down. There's no bounce to it. I know you ain't trying to impress no men, so.
but to me it kind of means something. So yeah, I'm just a little frustrated. So in my weigh-in video, I really want to go in.
I wonder if she's going to talk about the porn star issue and her. Java is doing an, how's it said, inside sneeze or something. Cavaliers are notorious for doing that. They go around and go. It's an inward sneeze. So if you hear him, that's what he's doing. Anyway, I wonder if it's about the porn star and she's been crying.
Depth of how this week went and things I could change. I do daily weigh-ins, so I will be sharing with you the daily weigh-ins and what I did prior to cause that weigh-in. So on March 4th is when I filmed the weigh-in. I weighed 516.2. And for the whole day that day, I was on track. I was doing great. I actually think that's the day I went out to eat with Becky. So the next day, I weighed in at 515.4, which was down 0.8 from the day prior. That day, I was on track. I was doing great. No comment. March 6th, I was 514.2, which means I was.
My sinuses in my forehead and my cheeks and behind my eyes are throbbing at the moment. It's just like, boom, boom. It hurts. I've had sinus surgery twice. Don't want to go through it again. This is the first sinus infection I've had in quite a long time.
Down 1.2 from the day previously. That day, I was great. I did everything I had to do. I was making my meals, portioning them out, having my smoothie in the morning. Just I was fine, like satisfied and everything. So March 7th, I weighed at 512.0, which was 2.2 down from the day prior, which that day I hit 60.4 pounds lost. So on the 7th, I was down.
Like I said last night in my reaction to the old video and your current weight, I can't tell you've lost any. You look like you've gained to me. I'm sorry, but you do.
60 pounds, and I was actually numb to it. That's something I wrote down in my little notes is I was numb to being down 60 pounds. It felt like it didn't really happen, and it's almost like I didn't care. Like, I don't know if it's because I feel like I could be doing more and I could be doing better. Maybe I'm not doing it fast enough, but there was some type of psychological reason why maybe it didn't hit me. I don't know, but that whole day I was on track. I was doing great. So on March 8th, I weighed in at 5.
I just noticed something. I have to look when I watch my video back. This room is flipped behind me. This this yellow lamp right here. Wait a minute. This yellow lamp right here, and yes, that is one of those from Walgreens, and it looks like the Christmas story leg lamp. When I'm looking at it, this leg lamp is on this side. I think. How am I trying to say that? This leg lamp back here is behind my left side, but when I'm looking at the camera, it's showing it to my right when I'm looking at the screen. This tall lamp right here is showing to be on that side. Wait, I don't know. It's confusing. But when I'm looking at the film, that white lamp is showing on this side when I'm looking straight at my video, but it's actually on this side. Does that make sense? I'll have to watch my video to see if it's doing that. It looks like everything's flipped because when I'm looking straight at it, that yellow lamp is over there. Over there. Anyway,
9.8, which was 2.2 pounds down from the day prior. So I was finally out of like the 510s and I was in the actual like 500s, 509.8. And that was exciting for me. That I felt happy about. So I want to talk about that day. So that day I filmed myself walking for 15 minutes without stopping. I was proud of that. And that was the day that I prepped pasta. That day I felt more bored. My feelings just seemed more prominent. Like they were like very out there instead of just like chilling, laid back, just, relaxing. It just seems like my feelings were crazy. So Becky had been gone for 2 nights staying with her mom, and that was actually the day that she came home. So I fell off track that day. And the reason why I mention these things is because I wanted to think of things that were very different than the days prior to see if there is some type of correspondence as to why I fell off a track. Pasta might be a trigger food for me. So if there's a trigger food that I find that gets me off track, I will stop touching it. So, also Becky came home. It's not the fact that Becky came home, it's the fact that for so long, my routine was, hey babe, will you make me a ramen? Will you make me a TV dinner? Will you make me a quesadilla? She would help me with those things. Because back in the day, it was...
why is she having to help you cook food? And don't say back in the day because you weighed so much. I'm still not buying it. I'm sorry, Amberlynn Reid.
Very hard for me to get off the bed. And normally when moments like that happen, I was sitting on the bed because it was always at night. So it was kind of like, I felt like I was falling back into that. And
I'm calling bullshit on this because when she was at 572, which was her highest weight, she wasn't laying in the bed all the time. I'm not buying that. That is complete and utter bullshit. Bullshit.
I wrote down what I had her make me. A ramen, 6 egg rolls. And
Yo, excuse me, my nose feels like it's running.
So a lot of you can look at that and be like, oh my gosh, she's such an enabler. But when I'm in that like binging, overeating, just like can't control myself, I always use the excuse, oh, but I didn't eat that much today. I'm actually really hungry. And in the moment,
Well, I'm going to confess, I was shocked when I got on the scale at the doctor's office a while ago. I knew I had gained some weight back since my thyroid has basically become inactive now that my Graves' disease had brought it down, or the Graves' disease had my thyroid kicking ass and burning up every little calorie I ate. But now that my thyroid is like basically just sitting idle, I'm gaining weight, and I've gained quite a bit of weight. But I've got to work on myself because I've got to get that weight off. I didn't go through that weight loss surgery to gain all of it back. I'm sorry.
I'm literally lying to myself. So afterwards, which is something
You're
I
literally
normally don't
lying
feel,
to us.
I felt massive guilt. I cried for over an hour, and I laid there just talking to Becky, and I don't think I hated myself in that moment, like, ever that much, especially because for some reason I was getting a lot of hate online as well, which, I mean, that's very common. But for some reason I was going through the comments, and it was just like every single comment was just like hitting me hard. So that actually happened after the binge, so I'm not blaming the hate comments for that. But it's just like that mixed with the guilt I was feeling for eating that food I didn't need, it was bad. And I knew the next day my weigh-in wasn't going to be good either. This is just going to show you guys how fast I gain weight. And I want to also show you guys that I know scientifically 3,500 calories equal a pound, but when you retain water, nope, that's not how it works. Because the ramen, the 6 egg rolls, and the brownies, I actually did the calories for because I wanted to see how much weight I was going to gain versus how many extra calories I ate. So it was 1,100 calories, which is nowhere near 3,500. But the next day I weighed in at 513.8. So that means I was up 4 pounds in one day just from that mistake at the end of the night. I gained weight so fast.
Girl, you ate more than what you telling. You didn't gain, hell to the no. Mm-mm. You didn't gain 4 pounds if I understood you right, over 1,100 calories. Hell to the no.
When I overstepped my boundary into the overeating / binging area. So a lot of people think that the reason why I don't have breakfast is because I binge at night and I'm still full when I wake up. No. When I binge the day or the night prior, the next day I am so hungry. I don't know what it is,
Hungry.
but the days where I'm on track the next day, I don't feel that hunger at all. It's so weird. But when I binge the day prior or the night prior,
Sugar dumplings. If you would eat more protein, it would hold you over longer than eating all those carbs. That pasta is a no-no, girl.
it's almost like the next day, it's like I feel like I've never ate in my life. I need all the food. So I overate all of the next day and I binged. I actually wrote down every single thing that I ate that day because I want to show you guys that for me, binging doesn't just happen in one night. It carries on until I'm able to find that balance again. So the night after the binge, I woke up and had a smoothie. As you guys know, I prepped some pasta. I prepped 2 pastas for the next day and for the third day because I had the first one on the first day. But I ate both of the leftovers of pasta. Later, I had mashed potatoes, peas, and rotisserie chicken. Then later on, I had ramen again, 6 egg rolls, Reese wafers, and peanut butter M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms, I'm sorry. And then later on, I had leftover mashed potatoes with a ton of shredded cheese melted on it and peas.
The cheese is fine. It's those mashed potatoes you need to ditch.
That's a lot of food. That's more than triple, actually, maybe quadruple of what I eat when I am actually on track. So the next day, I knew it wasn't going to be good. I weighed in at 514.2, which was actually only up 0.4 from the day prior. So from the 2 days of overeating and binging, I gained 4.4 pounds. And on the 10th, which was yesterday, I did a lot better. I didn't binge. I did go to bed feeling guilty. I actually filmed a what I ate today that's going to be going up on Friday of the day of yesterday. And I talk more about the food I ate and if I was happy with the choices and if something made me feel guilty or happy after I ate, because I feel like you really need to focus on the feelings that you feel after you eat. But I just feel like I didn't do 100% of what I would like to do. And yesterday, liquids, I didn't even know what that was. Liquids who? I barely drank anything yesterday, and I hate when I do that because I know what that means. Like, I get super swollen when I don't drink that much, and then plus like sodium. It's just mixture of that is just not pretty. I weighed in today, and I'm gonna put that clip right here. All right, so I'm about to step on the scale.
Wait a minute. Wait, I gotta look at something.
Weighed in today, and I'm gonna put that clip right here. All right, so I'm about to step on the scale.
Did anybody else? It went so fast I couldn't really see it. And yes, that's where that tooth is broke off and decaying thanks to my weight loss surgery that I didn't know would happen. So if you saw it, that's what it was. Go back and watch the video if you have not watched it. Y'all, that scale, when she got on it, looked like it already had something on there.
So I'm about to step on the scale.
I'm trying to see if there's a number on there when she first got on it.
All right, so I'm about to step on the scale.
I can't see it. I got my big ass head in the way. There was something on there. I couldn't make out what it said. If you see it and if y'all go back and watch it and you can tell, comment and let us know because I couldn't tell.
All right, so I'm about to step on the scale.
Hold on, I'm looking at something. That scale said 55 on there. If I stopped it just right. And add 55 to, I think I added 514. Comes out to be 569. Something don't seem right.
So there it is. I'm 514.8 from last Wednesday to this Wednesday. I'm only down 1.4 pounds, which brings.
Girl, at your size, you could have done some serious weight dropping. You only lost 1 pound. You done more cheating than you're telling.
My weight loss to 57.6. I am angry with myself. I am furious.
I would be mad with myself too if I weighed over 600 pounds.
Let down by myself. I am ashamed. I'm embarrassed. I know a lot of people are going to be like, 1.4 pounds is great because that's still a loss.
No, it's
But
not.
at one point, you guys, I was literally down 62 point something pounds. But then after overeating and binging for 2 days, I gained like over 4 pounds. So it completely, binging just takes away all of the hard work that I put into the days prior. So I really like that this is a new start. It's Wednesday for me. I feel like this is going to be super fun and motivating to do these Wednesday weigh-ins because every week we're going to see together how I did the week prior, and I just hope we keep pushing along, trucking along, and I really have some goals set in mind, and maybe I can talk about them in a vlog or something because I really want to focus on the things that I do throughout the week that cause my weight to do what it does. This is why I love daily weighing in. Because if I would have just weighed myself Wednesday to Wednesday and saw that I was down 1.4, it would justify my binging. Because I would have never known that I was actually at one point down 62 pounds. And seeing the daily weigh-ins and seeing how much I did gain from binging and overeating makes me feel horrible. It just makes me feel so horrible. This week was a flop, in my opinion. I'm hoping this week is a lot better, and I'm really enjoying, like, truly focusing on the food that I'm putting in my mouth and how it makes me feel afterwards, and finding the triggers, which is pasta. I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm 1,000% convinced the pasta just doesn't satisfy
I don't think it's the pasta that's triggering her. I think she just eats, period.
me like it should. So that's why later on that night, I was like, hey, Becky, will you make me ramen and some egg rolls? I feel like if I wouldn't have had the pasta, I feel like that wouldn't have happened. Just figure out your trigger foods and don't touch them. It's just not worth it. As much as I love the pasta and it was like beyond delicious, like I thoroughly loved it. And a lot of people were like, "Ooh, your pasta's dry." I mean, a lot of people thought it looked good, but there were some people who were like, "Does she not know what pasta sauce is?" I like my pasta dry. I eat pasta for the pasta. I don't eat it for the sauce. Let's hope for a better week, a better weigh-in, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I still ain't convinced, y'all. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. Nope. Homegirl, I still think you weigh over 600 pounds. So